Hey, welcome to another fun, slow MTG. I just got back from vacation and I have got a chock full of stuff to open. Got one Murders at Karlov mentioned collector booster, one play booster, this is new. It's like a cross between set boosters and draft boosters. One bundle, oh my god, my desk overfloweth. One pre-release kit and one set of commander decks. Which one shall I do first? I think I'll do the bundle, but before that, let me just show you what the commander decks look like. They come as a set of 4, so let's get the boring brown packaging out of the way so we can have a look at all the goodness that is in this box. And it looks better in the background anyway. We've got Deep Blue Sea, Deadly Disguise, Blame Game, and Revenant Recon. So 4 of them, put them there, put them in the background, and there we go. I don't even have enough room in here to display them all. Okay, let me start with maybe the bundle. The bundle, I kind of have a soft spot for bundles. Pre-releases this weekend, so maybe I'll start with that. Oh my gosh, let's start with the bundle. And then I'll do the collector's boosters, and then I'll do the play booster box. All right, let's start with the bundle. As you already know from many of my bundle openings, the bundle, full of goodness. We've got 9, instead of set boosters now, we've got 9 play boosters. The play boosters look something, oh, I also forgot. I'm jumping all over the place. Don't forget, a couple of promos. For buying this, there is a buy box promo, which is this Wojak Investigator. Pretty, I think 2/4 for 3 mana is pretty pushed. Flying Vigilance, and there is some commander potential here. Beginning of your upkeep, investigate once for each opponent who has more cards in hand at you. So you get one for buying either collectors or play booster. And these are the weekend. This promos for this cycle for the M30th anniversary retrofoil frame. So thank you to my LGS who shared this with me for early opening for stock. Anyway, play boosters look a little bit like this. I got an extra few loose packs as well. Okay, back to the main attraction. We've got Track the Clues, Crack the Case. Murders at Karlov mentioned is set on Ravnica. It's a top-down set. Usually, typically, they're quite big and epic, but now we're really going down to kind of a murder mystery. It's kind of a bit weird. It's like detective mystery. That's why everyone's wearing hats and you see lots of magnifying glasses. A bit cheesy. But anyway, murders are happening on the plane of Ravnica, and the detective agency on the plane needs to solve the mystery. And the latest murder is happening at Karlov Mansion. So Kaya, Kellen, they're all on the case. In this case, we are looking at what's in this box. Let's just show rather than tell. Okay, bundle comes with this bundle box, a little bit of a slip, where here we have a gruesome murder scene, and the Ruby Ruse at 216. You can see through the diabolical scheme. So there's this URL here, ravnicadetectiveagency.com. I think a bunch of cards, including the full border frame, have some clues and mysteries in them, and if you decipher them, I think you solve the mystery, and I don't know what you win. Anyway, this is the box. Oh, the art. Massacre Girl, I think Cranko, Aurelia, I don't know, I can't remember her name. Anyway, there are a couple of familiar faces coming back to the scene in the plane of Ravnica. So we've got an insert with all the punch-outs. Get rid of that. We've got... Oh, Wizards! You guys cheaped out. There used to be another little insert that looks like a card holder. I don't have one in front of me, but it looks like Wizards got rid of that. I kind of find it useful to be able to split the box, but Wizards, come on, man. Cheaping out. Prices of the bundle have remained the same, and prices of play boosters are similar as set boosters, so the cost of drafting will probably go up. And a play booster box is 36 packs instead of 30 in set boosters. Anyway, we got one of these spin downs with the murders symbol, which is a sword. We've got 2 things here, and we've got 9 play boosters. Let's see, these are the made in the US ones, and you can tell these are the made in Japan, which I'll compare the 2 in a moment. Excuse me. So, okay, let's get straight into the fancy stuff that comes with... Excuse me, I picked up a bug, so I'm recovering from cold. Excuse me, I cough a bit. Excuse me. Wish me well. Okay, we've got a Bundle exclusive X-Bane Ferox. 4 mana, 4/4. You'll find that the power level is pretty pushed in recent sets, including this one. Death Touch and Haste for 4/4. Wow, pretty good. And Ward. Collect evidence for, this is tough. So it's got Ward as well. Collect evidence, new keyword here. Actually, it says when this creature, so basically collect evidence, you need to exile cards with total mana value 4 or greater from the graveyard. To collect evidence, X with the number. Anyway, so that's that. And we've got these, I like that Wizards have listened. I've said that, hey, let's not bother with these. They could still do a little bit better. I wish they didn't give, these are a little bit boring, right? Because the dime a dozen now, especially with the printing of the collector's boosters and lots of product. So foil lands are no longer exciting. We're all about full art foils, which have become pretty common as well. So now Wizards have decided to include these full art, what they're calling impossible land foils. Excuse me, they are quite nice. If you like this sort of art, reminds me of one of the a mobile game. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, it's got this sort of isometric view. Anyway, they've given 5 of these, the Xbox X-Bane Ferox, and also some non-foil versions. So I don't get this. I guess some people don't like foil, so they give 5 of each in non-foil and full art foil, and then non-foils here as well. Wizards just make them all foil. I think foils are more pimp, and you can see the art a bit clearer on the non-foils. Quite nice, even though the swamp and island kind of look very similar. Some people will dig this. I like that we've got lots of different options for players to pick from when it comes to personalizing their excuse me, their decks. All right, let's get into the first play booster. So now play boosters are going to be used for draft. They're very similar to the they're cross between the draft boosters and set boosters, in that you have a chance for an art card. So I'll open 2 different ones, the Japan ones as well as the made in US ones, just so we can compare the difference between the two. You can tell from the printing, one's a bit looser and the way they shrink wrap it. Okay, so let's start with the US ones. Typically, they are 7 for draft, so you need a good mix of commons, uncommons. So you do have your 7 uncommons, 4, 5, 6, 7 commons, and then you have 3 uncommons. Pretty standard, even though in the set boosters you can have up to 4 or 5 uncommons, more than commons, actually, I found. So this is going back to typical usual draft boosters. So you got 3 uncommons, 1, 2, and then you might get a chance to have some alt art frames. This one is called the, I guess, the magnified frame. It's a clue. It's based in, it's a murder mystery, so this is like a little magnifying glass. I guess a bit old school. So you get one of these. They can replace any card in any slot. And then you have a possibility for a list card, special guest card, which is 1 of 10. Select reprints, a little bit like the LCI versions as well. There was 10 of them. The list cards are a lot smaller. There are 40 list cards now, and apparently quite thematic to the set. And the list cards also appear at a lower rate. I wish Wizards would put 1 list card per booster, but I guess that would mess things up too much. Instead, now they're 1 every 8. So this one could be anything. And then you've got up to 1 or 2 rares. Well, first rare, I thought Aurelia would be a mythic, but Aurelia, the lower above. Boros Colors, 4/4, Flying Vigilance, Haste for 5 mana. Whenever a player attacks with 3 or more creatures, you draw a card. Clearly built for Commander. Whenever a player attacks with 5 or more creatures, Aurelia, the law above, deals 3 damage to each of your opponents and you gain 3 life. It's pretty good, pretty strong. Second one, you got a chance for a foil, and then a basic land card slot. I think there is a chance to get an art card slot, so you don't get 1 every pack now. You get 1 every, I think, like 30% of the time. So this slot could be, it's a rare, it's a foil slot. So guaranteed foil per play booster. And these punch outs look much nicer. They're much bigger, more usable. So pretty nice. I will double check the breakdown of the card slots. So of course in the Japanese they go the other way around. The rares are in front. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 commons, and then you got I think you got 3 uncommons. So here we go, the 3 uncommons, and then you have the chance for slot. Actually, they said slot 7 could be the list or a common. So the list could appear in that 7th slot apparently. But although I've seen some videos where it's all over the place, and then you got the 3 commons, and then you got the rare mythic slot, and then the foil slot. So the ads, this can be an ad card like this, a token card, an art card or a helper card. And then you've got the foil wild card, which can be on any rarity. And then you've got the land card, and then one rare. In this case, this must be, actually, we'll see when we open one. There are 4 uncommons here, but one of them is actually the list or a common. So this one here, I'm not sure. It's a bit confusing. Anyway, here we got a mythic Aurelius Vindicator, 2 white flying lifelink ward 2 4/2 disguise 3. Disguise is kind of like morph. You can play it for its disguise cost and then flip it up for paying this mana. Sorry, the font's a bit small. When it's turned face up, exile up to X other target creatures from the battlefield and or creature cards from graveyard. When Aurelius Vindicator leaves the battlefield, return exile cards to your owner's hand. Pretty good. Anyway, this is a little bit confusing in terms of the breakdown. Okay, maybe I think the Wizards website has the American version outlined, so let's just do the American version. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got that right. Uncommon Lightning Helix back in standard at uncommon. That's really nice. Cool new art. So great way, Boros Modern Burn staple. 2, 3 uncommons. And then here is, I guess this could be the list card or the 4th uncommon, or yeah, some sort of random slot, I guess. And then you've got the rare Deadly Cover Up, art by Sam Gui. Nice. Then we've got, Aurelius Vindicator, mythic rare. So this is the foil wildcard slot. And then you've got island and then the token. So basic land slot can be replaced with full art foil, regular land, or regular non-foil. So our second mythic. Okay, I'll keep opening until hopefully we get a list card. Then we can work out which slot it actually comes in on. Yeah, just to be sure. Split cards are back. Flotsam, Jetsam. Sorry, get that in focus. 1, 2, 3. So we got a rare. And then we've got a second rare. Venifer is a mythic. Evolved Enigma. It's an elf ooze wizard. Basically, at the beginning of combat in your turn, you can choose 1, cloak a card. Basically, cloaking is a new keyword. Put a card on your battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature with ward 2. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost if it's a creature card. Pretty good. Yeah, and then you can cloak a card for free. And then put a +1, or put a +1/+1 counter on each colorless creature you control. It's pretty good. And then the foil slot, and then the land slot, and then the, yeah, so I haven't seen an art card yet. So it's going to be harder to put together full sets of the art card. Still haven't seen a list card. The list card is pretty similar. It's got the list icon in the lower left corner. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of the magnified commons, deduce. Draw a card, investigate. Nice cantrip. Kroll Whipcracker, 1, 2. Here we go. We've got it's a dossier variant. Now dossiers remind me of cards from this game. I couldn't find my cards for this game, but I managed to find a box. Google the X-Files CCG, and you'll see that the design kind of evokes a bit of this dossier format. They've got this border as well. So anyway, these are nice in foil, and there are some sort of secret ink foil versions. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Still no list card. So generally, I think there are 4 uncommons. It seems like the website says that the slot 7 is the list or common, and there's supposed to be 3 uncommons, but I think there is a typo in Wizards image on the website. I think it's either the list or an uncommon, so there are a chance to get 4 uncommons, I think. And then you've come with the rare slot and mythic slot, and then this is the foil slot. Yeah, There we go. This is nice. Okay. Let me know what you think about the set. Wizards, I think, surprised me a bit with the set because most of we've had so much epic sets that are about playing, the cross-plane shenanigans, people getting killed, people sacrificing themselves, worlds at stake, the multiverses colliding, and suddenly we've got a set that really is focused on things like this. Very, very micro set rather than macro, even nano, even like it's really zooming in, like lead pipe. Really, it's a clue equipment. So Professor Plum with a lead pipe in the study kind of thing. Here we go. I thought it was a list card, but anyway, so still an uncommon. Yeah, we got another rare. This is got some buzz on this. It's an instant outrageous robbery, black and X. Target opponent exiles top X cards of their library face down. You may look at them and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast it. I guess if you got infinite in Commander, you could exile your opponent's library and cast their win cons. Could do. We've got a rare. This is the land cycle here. They are fetchable. They are dual lands, but they come into play tapped. There's sort of a combination of scry lands, except they have basic land subtypes. So yeah, but the ETB tapped, and when the ETB, you surveil one. So it's kind of like scry. Look at the top card of the library and we put it in your graveyard. I'll leave it on top. Bet good for Graveyard Matters decks. Still haven't seen a list card or an art card. I guess they didn't want to see too many list cards in the event that it messes with the collation. Or draft rather, on seal. It might imbalance things too much. Yep, second Insidious Roots. So 3, is it a list card? No. This is strange. I've got 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 uncommon. I have no idea how they collate this. I don't even know if it's accurate because here we got a rare in what's supposed to be the list slot, and this is not the list. This is one of the regular rares. And then we've got a regular rare. Oh, this is a nice mythic. I think it is pretty playable. Undergrowth Recon, 1 green is a mythic at the beginning of your upkeep. Return target land from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So I think some of the, was it the Capenna lands come into play when you enter the battlefield, immediately sacrifice it and you can search for basics. So definitely good in some decks that want to keep on recurring lands like Crucible of Worlds. So Undergrowth Recon, mythic. Wizards must think it's a really powerful effect to make it mythic. And then you got the foil slot, this slot, and yeah, token card. Still no list. You can get up to 4 rares in this slot. I think you can get the rare in the foil wildcard slot and the non-foil wildcard. There is a non-foil wildcard. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still trying to figure this shit out. Wizards, please help clarify. Definitely 3 uncommons. And then we've got some sort of extra slot there. I'm going to say slot a lot. And then we've got our rare slot. We've got the... Ooh, this is nice. This is the non-foil. There is a foil wildcard. That must be the foil wildcard. And then the land. And then we've got an art card. And I think... Oh, they have reduced the number of art cards as well. It's 49 instead of 80 something. So easy. I guess the reduced drop rate also makes it easier to collate. That's a foil magnified card. Damage card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's go. Still no list. Listy. 1, 2, 3 uncommons. 4 uncommons. Looks like that is that. And then we have a non-buy a box promo of a Wojak Investigator. I think I like this art better. This art's not bad too, but I like that they zoomed in on the Investigator flying in. Okay, that's a rare slot. Then we have the usual, the foil, and then the basic land. So we got, haven't seen a list card unless I missed it. If I missed it, I will come back to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Escape Tunnel has been reprinted. Nice. Uncommons. I am messy today. Sorry, my head's not screwed on tight with this cold. Got 3 uncommons. Then we have Krenko, Baron of Tin Street, 3 mana, 3/3. Krenko's getting beefier. With haste, can tap, sack an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on each goblin you control. Whenever an artifact is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 1. If you do, create a 1/1 goblin token, gains haste. Pretty good. Got another mythic. This is nice. Expedited Inheritance. It's a guy dead on the table. Someone killed somebody. Double red. Whenever a creature is dealt damage, its controller may exile that many cards from the top library. They may play those cards until end of next turn. Pretty strong card. Wow. Whenever a creature is dealt damage, it's controlled. So it affects everybody. So yeah, be careful because your opponents might also accrue value from this. And then the foil slot, foil land, and ooh, cute little doggy token. Yeah, I haven't actually seen any list cards. So there you have it. The bundle's open. I'm going to do a quick zoom through to see if I've got any listy list cards. Nope. 1 in 8. You'll probably see them when I open the play booster. Never mind. I will yeah, put this aside for now. Let me just finish cracking the Japanese packs as well, so get a bit more value out of this opening. Let's start with the back. Go backwards. Finally we got a list card. Looks like the list still appears at the back, and it replaces I think Wizards got the slot numbers incorrect. So Wizards slot 15, add card. This is meant to be a foil wild card instead of a basic land anyway. So looks like the list card is sitting at the back in one of the slots here. So this is the list, and Ghost Quarter, nice little reprint. Guess it's set in Ravnica, and then you get the foil, and then you got the rare. Got double rare, Cryptex, and then you've got the uncommons, including a dossier version, and then the commons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. This is weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commons. 1, 2, 3 uncommons. I guess when the list card does replace, I had 2 rares. The list card replaces a common. Got it. So I think what Wizards has done is it's not really outlining stuff in order on the website. So I'm figuring out for you guys as I go along. I guess maybe that's their logic in making cracking boosters fun, because anything can pop out anywhere. Like, look, we've got this here, and then we got the rare, and then we've got the 3 uncommons, 4 uncommons, and then the rest are commons. There we go. So there you have it. Hide in Plain Sight. I think this was based on the artist Vincent's 2 cats. Pretty cute. Okay, thanks for joining the opening of this bundle. What do you think about the new play boosters? I'm going to open more after I have some dinner. I'll be back. I'll be cracking pre-release play booster and also the collector's boosters. Tell me what you want me to crack. What do you think of the set? And which are your favorite cards? My personal favorite is this one, Undergrowth Recon. Great art by Ryan Pancoast. I'll go sort all this out, and then we'll be back for more. Thanks for joining me on Slow MTG, and wishing you luck at pre-release and with all your pack cracking. Thanks, bye.